started. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
I suppose yes.
大丈夫？大丈夫ですか？大丈夫？聞こえてます？
まだ始まってないです。
あ、じゃあちょっと。
I think someone is checking. Checking.
チェッキング。
Yes.
始まる。音 OK ですか？
I think it's okay.
Okay, we are going to start. Hi. Hello.
Hi. Welcome to join us today.
Hi. I'm Yoshie from Mizunara, Mizunara the shop in Hong Kong. We are broadcasting from Mizunara the shop. I'm a Shochu Meister from Kagoshima, and we are going to talk about Shochu, Kagoshima Shochu today.
Yes.
And
so my name is Wayne. So I'm the sales and marketing team in Mizunara the shop. So today I will be Yoshi to talk about and learn about some Japanese soju. So should we start?
yes, let's start. Okay, now you see the slide. Let's start talking about Shochu. So I am Shochu Meister, licensed Shochu Meister, and then we are talking about what the soju, shochu, and sake are different, and the home of shochu.
The home of soju is Kagoshima, right?
Yes, you can say that too, but broadly, like Kyushu is famous for shochu.
So Kyushu is the southern part of
Yes, Kyushu
Japan.
area. Yes, Kyushu area, Kyushu Islands.
Mm.
Consist of the 9 prefectures.
Okay, so
Yes.
today we will talk about some history, some process, how to make soju, and also some benefit about drinking soju as well.
Yes.
So
let's start at the what. I think shochu, Kagoshima, the Japanese shochu are not known well yet. I think many people know sake, but shochu is not known well, and then people are confused. Is it soju?
yeah, because when I'm talking with some shop and then some bartender or some chef, they always have some question about what's the difference between sake, Japanese soju, and Korean soju. So as you grow up in Kagoshima and you have expert in Japanese soju, can you let us know what's the difference between the three types of the spirit?
Actually, until I learned about shochu, I didn't know that what the difference is. But mainly, it is that the shochu is made from 100% natural ingredients, and usually it is at the one-time distillation. We call it, especially the honkaku shochu.
Honkaku soju.
Honkaku shochu.
I think do they have a label or logo about honkaku soju? Right? I think later we can show it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And soju it's multiple distillation, and it's used not many kind of ingredients, but the mixed ingredients are used like a grain.
You mean the Korean soju, right?
Yeah, Korean soju.
Yeah, and then you can infuse a lot of flavor inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
you add something after the distillation also. So that's the difference. And then the alcohol percentage, the sake is around 13 to 16% because it's not distilled and just natural fermented. So it's this much. But the shochu is after distillation it is around 40%. But at the factory it's diluted by 25% usually for especially Kagoshima Shochu.
So usually it's 25%, but you can up to like 40% also.
Yes,
right?
after distillation it is very high alcohol percentage.
So I think for benefit for everyone, because I think in Mizunara shop we have a lot of customer and guests is also from local as well. I think let me explain in Chinese about the different. I mean mainly for the Japanese sake and soju. I mean Japanese soju. So 個分別就係如果日本 sake 咧就係發酵啦，咁大家都會知道係通常都用米啦。咁如果係日本燒灼嘅話咧，就通常都係蒸餾嘅，就好似vodka 啊、whisky 啊咁樣咯。咁譬如佢哋可能開咗嘅，可能兩支酒開咗嘅時候咧，可能 sake 就要個溫度比較緊要啲啦。咁但係如果燒灼嘅咧就會唔需要，即係可能你擺喺個 room temperature 就已經 OK 啦。咁如果最大嘅分別就係可能係 ABV 上面啦，即係 sake 可能通常有低啲嘅16左右啦。咁如果可能日本嘅燒酎咧就25度啦，起碼咁就可能去到就40幾度咁樣咯。係啦。
Yeah, as I said, that it's distilled spirits, so room temperature that you can store as long as if unless it is under the strong sunlight, or then if you store properly, then there's no shelf life.
Yes,
that's a very good thing.
So today you open and drink, you can drink next week, next month, next year.
Yes.
Next week, can we start to drink?
Yeah, why not?
Which one you want to try? Diamond first, or which one you prefer to start with? Because we have the brown sugar soju here, we have some sweet potato soju here, and we have some special soju here, but all are from Kagoshima. So
yes.
Which one you prefer to start with first?
Shall we start Dayame first? I think it's very refreshing. It's at Hong Kong. In Hong Kong, it's
Dayame.
With the hot weather, so it's good to have. Dayame usually I like to drink with soda, carbonated water.
Yeah, carbonated water. So I think for the detail, I think later we will talk about each and every bottle, the detail, but because can't wait, so let us come on. Okay, so after the difference between soju and sake, so should we talk about some history or some process?
So let's see what we talk. So now that I said that more detail about the shochu. Shochu is usually the first process is made from the rice koji, and then second fermentation that the natural ingredients add, and those ingredients decide that the flavor and what shochu those are.
I think natural ingredient, as you have mentioned in Kagoshima, the main natural ingredient is sweet potato and also the brown sugar, right?
Yes, there are 5 ingredients here. Those are very popular. The ingredients for shochu, the rice, Kumamoto is very famous for it, and the barley, Oita is famous. And soba shochu is very rare, but there is also. And as Vin said, that sweet potato and the brown sugar shochus are known as Kagoshima Shochu.
But which one your favorite? I mean, sweet potato, brown sugar, or? I think maybe it's a different purpose, right? If you drink it as a highball mean like adding soda inside, or if you pair with some food, it's different, right?
Yes, that's I think the thing is that making the people confused, but there are many ingredients, there are many styles, so not many people knows what shochu is, but there are the good thing. I think it's a good thing that we have variety, and then flavors are different. And for me, it's very difficult to choose one, but I choose that the bottle by the feeling that time.
Yes, I think
like for example, now that Dayame is very like lychee flavor.
Easy to drink, right?
And very refreshing for that hot weather. And if you want to have it in the late night, then you may have like a matured shochu in the cask also. That's getting that I think getting the popular as well. But I will explain later. But some shochus are matured in the cask or in the tank more than like 10 years, like that. So as you see in the slide, those are the Kagoshima Shochu's level. This is not all of them. There's so many levels. And then
so what is the meaning about the two Satsuma Shochu and also the bottom one?
These are the logo. The top one Satsuma Shochu logo is that geographically identification.
I think you can see
the level if you get certified by other Satsuma Shochu, you can have it on the level, but these are the Imo Shochu, the sweet potato Shochu made in Kagoshima area.
So if a sweet potato soju that make in Kagoshima can have this label.
Yes. And bottom one is the Amami Kokuto Shochu. Kokuto Shochu is that the brown sugar shochu, which is made in Amami Island in Kagoshima only in the island with the brown sugar.
Yes, this one, right? This one.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes, let me show to everyone.
This is
This one.
certified as Amami Kokuto Shochu. So for those who don't know where the Kagoshima is, I'm going to show. This is the Japan map.
Japan map.
Yes. And north part is Hokkaido. You maybe many of you might
be there.
Might be there before COVID. And then Tokyo, Shikoku, and then this area is Kyushu.
The bottom, the southern part, right?
Yeah, southern part, this part. And Kagoshima is this area which circled in red line. And those are very wide area, contains the small islands. The mainly in those small islands, Kokuto shochus are made. And in this small area, we have. Can you guess how many distilleries are there?
You mean soju, right?
Soju distillery.
100?
Yes,
Maybe.
yes, around that. There are 113 distilleries now currently in Kagoshima only.
So I have one question. So, like when you say you have 100 plus distillery, soju distillery in Kagoshima, so how many sake brewery in Kagoshima? Because you say, as you have mentioned, in Kagoshima, a lot of people drink soju more than sake.
Yes.
So how many sake brewery?
As I know, there is only one distillery.
Only one.
Making sake. I think it's very difficult to make it. I think it's usually sake is made in the cold climate area. So that one company is challenging to make sake locally in Kagoshima.
So it's 1 versus 100 plus.
Yeah.
I think maybe some days I want to try the sake.
Yeah. Yes. It's actually the same company as the Dayame is making. And also because that the many company distillery knows that technique of distillation, so some companies are trying to make whiskey as well. So I've heard there are 3 whiskey distilleries as well in Kagoshima. So the main part is also soju, right?
Yes, only soju.
Yes. So let's back that. It's only that the 3 hours flight from Kagoshima to Hong Kong. Before COVID, there was a direct flight. Very close, hopefully. Yes.
3 hours is very close.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe one movie and 2 movies.
Yeah. you cannot finish 2 movies.
Yeah. Okay. When you fly back to Hong Kong, or you fly back to return flight, you can watch the rest.
Yeah, you can go after maybe the flight resume.
Yes.
That's wins to do this in the future.
Yes, of course.
And then let's go through that procedure of making shochu. So first, most of the shochu are made from rice koji. Not all of them, but the first fermentation it goes through, and then after that the main ingredients are added for the second fermentation, and it's after the fermentation it's distilled.
So I think for the soju, for most of the soju, the first part will be similar, right? They will have some koji inside.
Yes.
Koji is made with some rice, right?
Yes, rice.
So this one is the rice.
This is the sample which that Machida Shuzo of that Satono Akebono shared with us. That is the rice. So it's used for the first fermentation. And then second fermentation ingredients. We have a sample today of that brown sugar.
Yes.
We don't have the sweet potato, but we have brown sugar like this. So if you use that the brown sugar for the second fermentation, it becomes that the kokuto shochu. And they go through that one-time distillation process, and then stored and aged and bottled. That's that.
I think some of the soju I see in the market, they've aged, right, in a cask. But as I know, for the soju, color cannot be too dark, right? Like whiskey, you cannot call it soju anymore.
Exactly. I hope that in the future that the regulation will change. But currently there is a regulation that shochu shouldn't have that darker color. So before bottling, it's filtered or it's diluted with other shochu, and it has to have that lighter color. And these are the sample of the koji. There are 3 kinds of koji: rice koji, white koji, black koji, and it says obon koji, but it's known as the yellow koji. So those kojis are used for shochu.
But for sake, I think for sake they make with koji as well, right?
Yes.
So what kind of koji they will use in sake?
So shochu, as I said, that there are 3 kinds of koji, but for sake, only that the yellow koji is used. Yellow koji is very difficult. It's easy to be bad in that warm area, the hot climate area. That's why that it's difficult to make sake in Kagoshima, or southern part of Japan. But the yellow koji shochu has very nice flavor as well. So some distilleries are trying to make using yellow koji.
I think we have one bottle that is made with a sweet potato and yellow koji.
Yes.
Yeah. This one is a baked sweet potato, right?
Yes.
It's very rich aroma, and yes, we will try it.
Yes. There's always that white koji and black koji is very popular to be used. And now we are drinking straight.
Yes.
This is how to enjoy shochu. So you can choose many.
I think if you have straight soju, you can taste the aroma more straightforward and more natural.
Is that the way your
I've gone to one bar in Hong Kong and they make the soju highball with this bottling, the Moyo Yoshie. So this one is a baked sweet potato as well, and they mix top up with highball and slice of lemon. Very good afterward. Yes. So I think this is the reason why you say in Kagoshima, a lot of people will drink soju after work, right?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like a replacement of beer?
Yes.
Because if like say 25% of the ABV and then you add some soda inside, it's bring down to 8 to 10% ABV, maybe.
If you dilute half and half, it becomes like 12%. So that, as you
wine.
see on the slide on the right bottom corner, this is that we call it shochu highball. It's very refreshing and nice too. And on the rocks and
Mizunari.
Yes, I just add the water. It's Mizunari. It enhances that aroma more, so it changes that the shochu flavor.
So you can drink straight on the rocks, add water, add soda.
And also that we are introducing other style to drink, to enjoy shochu. that you can enjoy that the shochu cocktail as well. I'd like to share other recipe later, but this is the one recipe with mori no yose has been showed just now, but this is made with coffee, the instant coffee, and some foam.
I think it's getting very, very popular to use soju in cocktail nowadays because it's kind of low ABV and you can get different variety of taste. So I think it's quite interesting.
So the shochu cocktail you can have before the meal or after the meal, but we usually have shochu during the meal, doing that the food pairing or that just with the dinner together. That's the normal, usual style with us, with the Kagoshima people.
Like a yakitori.
Yes, yakitori, yakiniku, tempura. It goes well with that thick,
Deep fry.
deep fry thing or thick sauce. It doesn't disturb the dish, and then you can go smoothly. Like, I like drinking shochu during the meal very much.
Yes.
Yes.
I think now is a lot of different restaurant, not just Japanese restaurant, even different style of cuisine, like some steakhouse, some French restaurant. They are having a lot of soju as well to pair with food. So
yeah.
I think if the people at home can try as well to
yes,
and let us know which one is the best or your favorite combination for pairing.
It's very easy.
Yes.
It's like an experiment. Experiment. You buy the carbonated water or the tonic water.
You can add it and make it home easily.
Yes. Okay. So now I think that if you want to know that the more detail of the process of shochu making, then you can ask on the comment. Oh, we have comments, shall we? Oh, thank you for sharing that. Actually, that Nishi Shuzo is now starting sake brewing, so 1+1, and there may be more coming. I think that many that the distilleries are trying the new challenging. Yes.
So this one is in Chinese. So they're talking about the little kids.
Oh,
yes, little kids tea. Yakult. You can read. Should I say?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So this one at Yakult is very nice. Okay, I think this try. I never tried, but I add this one with milk.
Yes. I
usually
good. Drink with this one with milk. But it's very good idea. Thank you for sharing the recipe. Okay. So now let's talk about that. Let's introduce our imo shochu. So made from sweet potato. So let's start with this one first.
Sweet potato is this one, right?
Yes, sweet potato sauce.
Yeah.
The mori no yose. So this is the mori no yose, sweet potato shochu.
You want to try?
Yes.
Yes. Never say no to soju, right?
So this is the imo shochu, but especially this is the yaki imo shochu. Yaki imo is baked sweet potato. And the imo is kogane sengan imo. It's like white color imo, that very big.
White color.
I
think it's quite special in Japan, right? Because I think in Hong Kong I never seen a white.
It's very big. It's very special sweet potato for making shochu. It's very big and then it has many starch inside, so very good for making shochu. And this is made with black rice koji.
Black koji.
Black koji, yes. black koji. And then I show here that the distillation process, mainly there are two kinds of distillation process. One is atmospheric pressure, and then another one is low pressure. This is made with this atmospheric pressure.
Low pressure. LO, right? Low pressure.
LO.
Yes.
W.
LOW.
Yeah, LOW.
Yes,
Low,
low pressure.
Low pressure. So low pressure, you add the pressure in that pot still, so that the boiling contents start boiling in that lower temperature.
But what's the flavor main difference of flavor about the two methods?
So around the lower pressure distillation, around the 68 centigrade, the water temperature, it starts boiling. So then the components doesn't come that much up to that dilution process. So it has more lighter and sharper flavor.
Lighter and sharper, right?
Yes, lighter and sharper. So it's nice with the mizuwari sometimes, or on the log, very sharp. So, and then on the other hand, the atmospheric pressure is what we are drinking now. This is distilled under that like a normal pressure. So at the 100 centigrade water temperature, it started the moromi start boiling. So it gives. It's said that it gets more like component out from the moromi, and it has more like rich and complicated or like in good way aroma.
So that means you mean is the second method will be get more flavor and a more rich aroma from the raw ingredients, right?
Exactly. How do you
think about this one? I think this one is a lot of back street. You know when you go to barbecue, so for us we will put the sweet potato under the charcoal or next to the charcoal, kind of. Then when you open it up and like a lot of the sugar from the sweet potato will be coming out, and like this kind of flavor will be fine in this one. So I want to have some barbecue now. And it's good temperature today, right?
Yeah, it has very, very like rich aroma and then smooth the taste.
Should we move to another one?
Yeah,
or?
let's call it.
So is all of them have the honkaku?
Yeah, honkaku shochu.
Shochu.
Honkaku shochu, one-time distillation and then 100% ingredients. Natural ingredient, 100% natural ingredients. And
Diary, the one is we first taste.
Yes.
Yes. So it's more in a lychee aroma, right?
Yes.
But where's the this one is sweet potato and this one is sweet potato. Why is so different flavor? Like this one is more lychee aroma and this one is more. Why is it? Why is there so big difference?
The producer said that it's because that the koji they used, and also that the kinds of the sweet potato also.
So you mean it's different type of sweet
potato? Yes. And then this is also that it says that the kojuku imo. It's a fermented. They use the special technique to ferment that sweet potato to enhance this like a special aroma, but it's very unique. That they produced this bottle like 3 years ago, I think, and it's totally different than typical like Kagoshima Shochu, and it's very different style. So I've heard that many people start drinking shochu as well who are not used drinking shochu before. And this also that the ABV is 25%, and the distillation is low pressure.
I think this one is, no, I drink this one, yeah. I'm drinking the first one, the Moyoyose.
Oh, right.
Yeah. And I think it's very different because this one is more fruity,
Mm.
more kind of easy to drink.
Mm-hmm.
And this one is more rich
Mm.
of the sweet potato aroma.
Mm.
So I think it's quite interesting because even though you're kind of using the similar ingredients, but the flavor is quite different.
Mm.
So I think because for some of the like bartender, they have told me also that's why this one is the interesting part for them to use in the cocktail as well because different sweet potato you have different aroma, so it's easy to use in cocktail and mixed with different ingredients.
Yeah, our bartender is now the library's bartender also that like to use this as a cocktail ingredients too. Okay, next. Sorry.
Yes.
So that the dayame, I'm going to introduce share with you some recipe with dayame.
You can make it home. Right?
It's
more easy. This one is like mixed with some juice and soda.
Yes. Yeah. Dayame mystery, dayame soda, 5 and 5 with mixed berry.
I think the ratio you can adjust by your preference because maybe some people want a little more strong and then add more soju inside. It depends on the occasion. Yes.
Yes.
Not always.
So other styles also there that dayame.
Maybe tonight go home I will try this recipe.
Yeah, it's very easy. You can go to the convenience store and then get some your favorite fresh juice and then mix together.
Yeah, I think last time I bring the soju home and I have a party with my group of friends, like 4 or 5, and then some of them they taste it already, and then some of them like drink it straight up. Some of them add some soda inside. Some of them add some tea inside. I mean, it's like one bottle you can fit for everyone. You want to strong, you can have strong. If you want some cocktail, you can have some simple cocktail at home. So I think it's quite user friendly.
I think that the shochu is very good point that you don't need to drink in this style, but you can choose your own style and then customize as you like. And then next one is we are introducing flamingo orange from Kokubu Shuzo. Actually, this is very different than that other shochu. At the process of the shochu, I said that usually the first fermentation, the producers use the kome koji, but this is 100% imo koji, imo ingredient, 100% made from imo. So the first fermentation, they make imo koji first.
So instead of rice koji, they use imo, so sweet potato koji. Rice koji.
Rice is not used at all for this potato.
Oh, so it's not so they only use sweet potato.
Sweet potato. And making sweet potato koji is, you need a very special technique, and then it's difficult. The Kokubu Shuzo has been trying to make this style shochu. ABV is a bit higher, like at 26%. Slightly higher. And made from the lower pressure.
But why is it called flamingo orange?
It's that. Why don't you try?
I'm waiting for you.
And I think after you drink it, then you will understand why it's called flamingo orange.
I think it's more. Let's say this one is fruity. This one is rich. I think this one is more. Citrus.
Yes.
Yes.
The bottle design is very cute. Also, that flamingo.
Yeah, they have flamingo and orange. I think because there's so much citrus and orange flavor, so I think this one is the special aroma that comes from their unique technique, right? We are drinking.
After that, the tongue that is the citrusy also. So very the image of this shochu is. If you drink it, I think you understand. Maybe it's it's called flamingo
If
French.
if the people have at home have this bottle, you can have a try and you understand why we say this one is more in a citrus aroma. Yes.
Yeah.
Also, just now we talked about the Honkaku Soju, right? So this one is word.
Honkaku Shochu, the
Yeah.
word.
Let me show our audience about the wording because it's in Chinese actually. So can you see? Can you see? No. Yes. Yes. This one is Honkaku Soju. Yes. So
How do you pronounce Gondoma?
Honka Sucha. Yes.
Bunka Future.
Yes. So whenever you saw this wording on the label, then it means that it's single distill and also 100% natural ingredients, right?
Only those shochu are called Honkaku Shochu. Okay, next. Next, let's introduce Kokuto Shochu. Yeah.
So kokuto is mean brown sugar, right? I'm learning Japanese.
Brown sugar, but it's not the sugar. It's the very like sugary, but it's like kind of this.
It's
sugar
a rock.
rock. Sugar rock.
Yes, sugar rock. So it's look like this. Yes.
And then first we are into this is that Sato no Akebono from Machida Shuzo. You rinsing?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have that the bottle is really. This also at the 720 ml bottle. Usually that this is 900 ml. Diameter is 900 ml, but others are 720 ml.
I think this bottling is quite unique, right?
Very unique. It's
any standard for the bottling?
Nice color. Actually, not really.
So it doesn't need to be black or doesn't need to be.
Doesn't need
can
to
be any color, right?
It tends to have that the black color, so that the black or brown bottle, so that the direct sunlight doesn't go in.
So that's why I always saw the bottle color is dark, more dark in color. It's not much soju bottle is transparent. Yes.
You may see that the sake bottles are transparent, but
not soju.
Not shochu.
I think it's very different from sweet
potato.
Yes, sweet potato soju. It's more vegetable.
Vegetable?
Yes. Vegetable, earthy. I think if the people want to try, you can let us know.
Shall I check that comment we have? Suggestion highball recipe of samurai.
Samurai no Mon is this one. It's this one.
Yeah. Samurai no Mon, we didn't.
Highball recipe, you mean some cocktail recipe? So, like, if you're having this samurai no Mon, how you will recommend them to drink?
Use highball. Usually, if you say highball, it is that with carbonated soda, water, and shochu only. And if you want to make this like a cocktail, I liked with that coffee. If you drink with like.
You mean the black coffee?
Black coffee, yes. You dilute with the black coffee is actually it's nice.
I think this one, the aroma is compared to this one, is it more Soft.
I feel sharp.
Sharper.
Sharper.
So, but if the best way for yourself, you recommend it straight up or on the rocks, or you can make some highball?
Yeah. Yes.
Which way you will recommend?
If you're not used to drinking shochu, then you can start drinking like having with the black coffee. But maybe later on, that you may enjoy that shochu's flavor. You may want to enjoy the shochu flavor only. Then
Straight up.
on the rock.
On the rock.
On the rock would be nice. I recommend.
Okay.
This is very like a samurai lemon is actually the very rare shochu in Japan. It's very popular as well. It's difficult to get.
When you say rare, why is rare? Because
I think it's only that the limited retailers can sell. Not everybody can sell. So only limited retailer get those products from the distillery, and they are allowed to sell.
I think this one is only produced twice in a year, right?
Yes.
Yes, because the sweet potato and they use the koji is special koji.
Special koji.
Samurai no one.
Samurai lemon is black koji.
Yes.
But koji's rice is special. The rice
is from very long
yes.
history.
The rice is the special rice which used to harvested in the samurai era. So and then those that seeds are not grown for many years, but the producer found these seeds and started making it a few years ago, and it's made. Actually, you said that twice a year, but actually it's once a year they make.
Okay. I thought it's twice a year. Now they change to one.
Yeah, once a year. Yeah. Yes.
So we move on. So
yes.
How about for the this brown sugar soju? How you recommend it to drink, or what kind of food is good to pair with?
This is I think deep fried stuff it goes well. It's my personal opinion. It may be my personal opinion, but like karaage. Karaage deep fried chicken, Japanese style deep fried chicken.
We should order some before. So when people having like some karaage, some deep fried French fries, it's good, right?
French fry may be good. I haven't tried though.
French fry. I'll try next time and let you know.
Okay. Alright, let's go to the next slide. Oh, what's it done?
Yeah, wrong place. Because this one is our first time live, so there may be some technical error. So please be patient and enjoy some first. Right. I'm gonna open up the PowerPoint. Yes.
Yeah, during that, please enjoy the link.
Yes. But I think it's gonna show up.
Yeah. Slide. This one. Please enjoy your drink while waiting for that slide.
I think nowadays a lot of people doing some soju tasting as well, right?
Yeah, I hope so. And those, I think, those are also the samples available. So if you're a retail shop, then please let us know.
Yeah, I think some of the people already get the bottle.
Yeah, only the sample is available. Actually, we are not importing those yet, but I want to know have that opinion from your side as well.
You need to give them some French fries first.
So next one. This is the Mankoi, also the Kokuto Shochu. The ABV is higher, that's 30%, and then it is very unique. 900 ml bottle.
It's 30%, right?
30%, yes. This has many big Honkaku Shochu. Honkaku Shochu.
Yes, Honkaku. Yeah.
It's maybe mirrored. It's okay.
Yeah, I can see it. Yes. So also they have the logo here.
Amami Kokuto Shochu logo.
Yes.
And
Should I pull it out?
this is it's cask matured shochu for more than 3 years, and they use the virgin American white oak cask to mature. So this has a bit like colored. It cannot be colored more than this.
I think it's very difficult to see. Yes.
Yeah, it has a slightly colored.
You can smell some oak woody flavor.
It's called Mankoi.
When you're talking about the maturation, is it now it's more and more common you will see in soju?
Maturation in cask, yes. It's getting popular.
Because I think you can give more complexity and more variety taste to the soju, right?
Yes. But before that, even that other shochu is also aged, not in the cask, but in the steel tank or the hollow tank, at least 6 months or more than that. So that just after the distillation, that shochu tend to have like a very spicy or spiky taste, or that taste. So the producers store the distilled spirits in the tank around the 6 months at least, and bottle. Sometimes in the November is a season for Kagoshima Shochu. Some distillery bottles immediately after the distillation, so that they call it shinshu, the new spirits, but it has very spiky or the strong smell. So if you're really big fan of shochu, some people
Big fan of alcohol.
if you want to feel that like alcohol, the spikiness, then they buy those shochu shinshu in November.
I think this one is, can say it's more fruity and so some wood, some oaky, and it's like when I drink this one, it reminds me of some. It's kind of low ABV whiskey, can I say?
Similar because it's matured in the cask. And this is, I like drinking this on the rock. It's really nice.
You can add some water. Mizunara.
Yes, Mizunara. Mankoi is made in Amami Islands. And there is another variety of shochu. This is which I'm going to show is that yes, Little Kiss shochu liqueur. It's made in Kagoshima.
Can drink it yaku. Is it yaku?
Yaku? Yaku, yes, Yaku, yes. Yeah. I want to try that. I tried with milk before, but this is liqueur made from rice shochu infused with red tea, kocha tea. That tea leaf is from the Tokunoshima Island in Kagoshima. The leaf's name is benifuki. Benifuki, it's said that it's good for the hay fever. And
so the tea leaf is growing in Kagoshima also?
Kagoshima, yes. The tea leaf itself is grown in Kagoshima Islands that called Tokunoshima. And also kurozake is added. What is kurozake is, it's called also the black sake. Kuro is black sake. Black sake is
Mainly used in
similar.
food, right?
Yes, yes.
Cooking.
It's cooking sake. Many Japanese local use for cooking, similar to mirin, but it said that it has more enzyme, amino acid, and it's very mild and umami flavor included. So they mix those ingredients together, and this is the liqueur. It's very easy for making home cocktail.
I think this one is slightly low ABV, right? It's not 25, it's 14%.
14%.
Yes.
Yes.
So I think it's a good way to introduce soju to people. Because when the people is too scared about the high ABV, you can try this one first with some flavor. They will find out actually it's quite interesting and it's so easy to drink.
We also have another bottle which is made with the
Different
coffee,
flavor, right?
coffee little kiss,
and also some
umeshu.
And I think one is coming up, right? The
Yes.
kumquat umeshu.
Kumquat, yes.
Yes.
Kumquat umeshu is on the way to Hong Kong soon. It will be available. It's made with kimkan, known as kumquat.
Kumquat. Yes.
In
Kumquat.
Kumquat.
Yes. Similar pronunciation. Yes.
So the umeshu, kumquat with plum wine umeshu. So it's once we get them, then we will inform you all.
Yes, and let me know. I will try first.
Okay, those are all bottles which we wanted to introduce today. So let's see any questions.
Yes. Kumquat is right on the list. Yes, thank you, Harry. So I think that's it. I mean, if you guys have any question, please feel free to reach out to us or leave some comment for us, and then yes. So
yes, let's enjoy that Shochu Kagoshima Shochu month.
Yes, and thank you for joining us today and spend some time with us this afternoon, and enjoy some soju as well. And we'll meet you guys after. Yes.
Thank you. Bye bye.